What's up, everybody? And this is my friend Ryan. And today we're going to go through a kind of our thoughts and discussion about Suicide Squad. What did you think about the plot?
The plot, pretty standard. Like it's the following the comic.
Yeah.
Obviously, for those who don't know, it's basically you get all the baddest dudes and these meta-human bad guys. They're all locked up. They kind of put them all together. It's a task force, and they promise them this and that, whatnot, to go after the antagonists of the movie. And so, from that point, the plot, it's pretty simple, in my opinion. The plot overall, it was decent, I guess. Nothing like no Christopher Nolan is.
Yeah.
You can't even compare. So,
I know.
So, what did you think, bro?
When I was watching the movie, like midway through, especially while Enchantress was setting everything up, I was kind of like, why is she putting the team together?
Right.
Because there was nothing for them to do. There was no reason to put them together unless Enchantress had done all the stuff that she had done.
Okay, I see where you go. I see what you're saying.
And so I realized midway through when they're like, 3 days ago, and then when they were putting the team together, when the team was going out, and they didn't know what they were looking for, but there was a guy leading them, and so. They're like 3 days ago. It seemed like they were trying to make the plot make sense, but it didn't. It's like David. I think his name is Ayers. I know his last name is Ayers, the guy that directed the movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's like he wanted to put the team together, and then he needed something for them to fight, so he chose Enchantress, and so it wasn't. It didn't seem like there was a lot of planning. Like he just wanted this to get done, and he needed this to be the thing that they fought. And
almost like they have these human weapons of mass destruction. Like,
right.
Let's go ahead and try these dudes out, these people out,
Mm-hmm.
and let's make something up. Kind of like real world stuff in a way. So the plot may be a little bit more interesting to me now that you bring this up. And then, of course, like in the real world, you try to go do some bad stuff,
Mm-hmm.
what you're saying and what they did. They could have avoided all the negativity, I guess, that came from it.
Yeah.
If they wouldn't even have done all the stuff, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I feel you on that. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, man, like you was saying that, when you take a step back, it just goes it's interesting, definitely more interesting plot to me now that you say that. I never thought about it like that because there was nothing there. Like, why are they putting them together? Really?
Yeah.
You're right, 100%. Okay.
Yeah, I just it was just kind of interesting, and then I actually never thought about I didn't really think about what you just said now about Enchantress. If she had just killed Enchantress in the first place, there would have been nothing for them to fight. So
yeah.
So there would have been no plot whatsoever. But
see,
anyway.
What else was the plot? Okay, here's another thing while we were talking before. But all the characters, man, you're rooting for these guys, the bad guys, but
definitely.
For 100% rooting for them, and there's a little spoiler. Batman's in it briefly.
Mm-hmm.
He's the one who that's who takes down Deadshot.
Yes, definitely.
And in the end, Will Smith the whole time was like, I'm going back to Gotham. Obviously, he's going back after Batman.
Yeah.
Eventually. Which I kind of hope he gets Batman. Yeah, right? Because, I like Deadshot. They kind of screwed him over. They did.
Yeah, they did.
And he's a stud, and
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. But, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I loved how the main three characters that they had in the movie that they focused on were Diablo and Deadshot and Harley Quinn, and the Joker was in there, but that wasn't primarily the main focus. It was just those three characters, and so I loved how they had just backstory, so that you could try and sympathize and have compassion for all the characters and root for them.
100%.
Yeah.
I mean, like, especially Diablo. I mean, he knew like he was a bad dude. He may be the baddest dude out of all of them.
Yeah.
You know what happens to him in the end.
Yeah, definitely.
He unleashes his real power, and the dude is insanely awesome.
Yeah.
But he also has a horrible past, like
Mm-hmm.
from all this violence. He doesn't want to unleash this stuff, but when forced to do so, man, it's bad. So a lot of compassion for him.
Yes.
Harley, like the most backstory we get pieces is the Harley Quinn,
Right.
which I dug. I thought she was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
She's dope. What's her name? Margot Robbie.
Margaret Robbie.
Margot Robbie.
Mm-hmm.
Like, awesome job. I feel like. What'd you think of her?
Yeah, she was cool. She was attractive. That's for sure.
Yes. 100%.
So, I felt, I don't know. It was kind of interesting, her relationship between her and the Joker. So I really wish, like, when the scene where, she was being tortured, I was hoping that they would show that, like, a longer version of that. And hopefully, since Zack Snyder's doing something with this, hopefully we're going to get an extended version and it'll be a little bit better. But I was really hoping to see that a little bit more.
Will you elaborate a little more on the tortures? I know what you're talking about.
Torture
scenes? Hasn't seen it?
So if you've seen the trailers, you'll know about.
He says,
I'm gonna hurt you really
bad, or whatever.
Yeah. And so basically what he does is he electrocutes her, and it's on her temples, and she has a belt in her mouth for when she's screaming, basically. But the reason I wanted that, I wanted it, like they just kind of like go over it briefly, but I wanted an extended scene of that to show basically how bad the Joker was, and then what kind of pain she goes through. And I knew that scene like would be very, I guess, kind of like gut wrenching for those like who would view it. But when you just kind of like go over it, it's not really gut wrenching. You don't like feel that pain for her.
It was very brief because like from that, correct me if I'm wrong, but that's kind of like what turned her to that point where that kind of flipped her mind to the other side.
I think she was a little bit flipped beforehand,
right?
Because like she gave him the gun to,
right.
So, but I guess that's what kind of like made her crazy or made her into Harley Quinn, if that's what you mean.
Yeah, that's so like definitely would need to make that a longer scene for sure. Because key moment right there.
It was very key, very important. And I felt like it would have made the Joker a little bit better too.
Yeah.
As far as how dark it was, and so they didn't quite elaborate on that. What do you think of the actors like playing the characters and stuff like that?
Well, like what's Captain Boomerang?
Yes,
he was awesome.
Yes, he was.
I've seen him in. He was hilarious.
Yeah.
I've seen him also. I don't know the actor's name, but he's in like Divergent, the Divergent series.
Oh yeah. I know.
He's in the Divergent. That's where I've seen him at. I haven't seen him in anything else than that I can think of.
Right.
I kind of didn't in the Divergent thing. I was like, I don't really like this guy. He has like kind of a bigger part. But after seeing him in, he was awesome.
Oh yeah,
Comic relief.
Definitely. Yeah, he was fantastic.
Let's see who else. Will Smith, always on point. Good job.
Yeah.
He had the whole family thing with his daughter.
Definitely, yeah. It's pretty good.
Let's see who else. Man, let's jump. Man, let's go and jump onto the Joker.
All right,
Okay.
let's talk about it.
This is the big thing I think everybody wants to know. Okay, Jared Leto. I mean, it's so hard to. I mean, Heath Ledger, Christopher Nolan. I mean, that combo. Jeez, that's so hard
amazing
to come after. So you just can't even compare the two.
Yeah.
At all. But I thought he was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
For considering, I mean, so if you took Heath Ledger out of Dark Knight, if that movie was never released, I think that Jared Leto would get way bigger props for his portrayal as the Joker.
Definitely.
And he let a different, totally unique Joker look to him. I can't wait to see like a backstory for him in the future.
Yeah.
See more what he's about. But him and Harley Quinn together in the future is gonna be rad. But totally, Jared Leto did a nice job.
Yeah,
big props to him. And I think in the future we're gonna like to see him more. You just can't, folks. We cannot leave it. We cannot look at Heath Ledger and compare that to anyone. I mean, he's the greatest villain of all time.
Yeah.
And Christopher Nolan is like the greatest, one of the greatest directors. I mean, and then you look at Bane and Tom Hardy. I know this is a whole other thing, but Tom Hardy and Bane is like he's like the second greatest villain in my opinion of all time.
Right.
So, so Jared Leto I think he killed it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I didn't like him as much as because I was hoping for a little bit darker or a little bit more like psychotic.
Well, I think I don't mean to cut you off. I think that you have so many characters in this movie. You couldn't give him so and he's like in little pieces. That's why I think you'll see a real better version when he is the main. I mean. Okay, that's who they were kind of going after. Is that the reason they gave the excuse to go after? I don't know. That kind of part is confusing to me.
No, I think he's just in here because I believe you could take the Joker out and pretty much have the same exact plot.
You could.
Yeah.
Yes. You could.
So he was like the Wonder Woman to Batman versus Superman.
Yep. Yes.
So.
Yeah, 100%. But yeah, like I think I would get excited to see him in the next his next go around. When has a bigger part.
Bigger part, yeah.
That's definitely. When we'll really see what time it is with him. So
yes, and I really hope it's just a lot better. And I really hope it would be hard, but I hope they exceed the Heath Ledger.
It's gonna
Joker.
That'll be hard.
It will be.
But that is the. That is the marker point. That's the greatness point. If you want to become, that's it right there.
Yeah, it is. So, what would you? What is your rating basically for this movie?
Let's see. Like, out of how many stars or what?
Rate it the way you would rate it.
Okay, let's go with out of 10. I would give it. 6. 6, maybe a 7.
Yeah.
I would say, unless you are a massive DC comic fan or whatnot, go see it at the theater. If you're just a casual fan, wait for it to come out on a DVD, whatever. That's what I'll say. So it's not one of those that you need to see at the theater, I don't believe. That's why I give it a 6 or 7. Right. Definitely worth checking out, though.
Yeah,
for sure. What about you?
I was gonna say about a 6 or a 7 too. If you're comparing this to The Dark Knight, it's not gonna be the best. And I was definitely comparing the Joker to the Dark Knight Joker, and I was hoping that he would exceed, which is one of the reasons why I wanted the torture scene expanded. But as far as the movie goes, you can kind of like forget about the Joker and just like focus on the characters, and it's a pretty good movie. And I did enjoy watching it, even though the plot was incohesive. I believe that's the word. But it was still a fun movie to watch.
It was fun. Like the little Easter eggs and Batman's in it. The Flash is in it.
Yes.
The Flash is who captures Captain Boomerang.
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay.
Mhm.
So that's cool. There's a lot of cool things in there to get excited about DC, like Justice League kind of things coming up and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
And
I can't wait to check it out again to
Yeah.
look for those little things that are hidden in there, like
Definitely.
they do. So
yeah,
it was fun for sure.
yeah.
For sure fun.
The end credit scene too, it was great because I liked how they took that and they set up. They're trying to set up Justice League. It's like real brief, but
Yes.
it's still still pretty good. And that black girl, man, she's something else. I swear.
Which one?
The black girl setting up the
Mastermind, like that.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So she's so like dark and manipulative and everything.
Mhm.
It was a lot of fun it was very interesting.
Well, it's just like
fascinating
a
to see.
perfect, she portrayed like a perfect kind of like government type agent,
Yes.
manipulating
Definitely.
the world. And
Yes.
that makes it realer,
Yeah.
more real.
Yeah.
But,
I know what you mean. So
yeah.
is there anything else in your mind?
Let's see. I'm excited for a sequel. I
Mhm.
know there will be a sequel. There
Yes.
will be a sequel. I'm excited to see what happens with Deadshot and Batman.
Yes.
I'm excited to see that. Definitely most excited to see the Joker and Harley Quinn.
Mhm.
Can't wait for Halloween to see all the Harley Quinn girls dressed up.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, I hope that Captain Boomerang has has a bigger scene, a bigger
Yes.
part. He's dope. Everybody
Yeah.
would really like him.
He is fantastic.
Let's see. And after seeing the Justice League trailer, I was like, but after watching this movie, of course I would see that. This kind of ties in together with it. It's going to be fun, like how Marvel is really fun. Everything's tied in. It looks like DC's doing the same thing. So it's going to be fun if you dive into it.
Mhm.
I think it could be very fun.
Yeah.
That's what I feel like. So
Definitely.
they got to start somewhere.
Mhm.
When Iron Man came out in 2008, Marvel started doing its little thing. Now it's unraveling. Marvel's got a whole universe, all these movies, right?
Mhm.
And so now
DC's
DC
trying
is
to-
starting. So I think we may come back to this movie and go, this is better. There's more to it that it's more important of a movie than we believe it is at this point.
Right. That's true. That's
So.
true. And you'll know there's a second movie because at the end when Joker comes back, he rescues Harley Quinn and stuff like that.
Yes.
So it's pretty neat to see, and it's kind of I don't know, it was like a big scare because you have the music and then the bomb goes off and
Yes.
it's pretty fun.
And yeah, definitely everybody go check it out because the more I think about it, Jared Leto, I thought he was cool.
Yeah.
Give him a shot.
Yeah.
Don't just can't
Yeah.
think about Heath Ledger. He's the man.
Yeah.
Okay, and Christopher Nolan. So, but
Definitely.
that's about it. Yeah, man. So, 6 or 7.
All right. Fantastic.
Yeah, it'll be fun to check back on this movie in the future after these other movies come out. I think it'll be
Mhm.
more important, and they establish these characters. It's gonna be
Yes.
fun. It's gonna be fun.
It will. So,
Oh.
you guys have a great day. Have fun. And he'll probably be in a lot more videos. And we'll see you guys in the next video.
Be kind to me. Thank you.